Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hey everybody, how are you? It is Ilan Bomani, and I am so excited to be here with you today. And you know our motto. Our goal is to help you find the guru inside of you. But first, before we even do that, let me be the first to say, if someone hasn't told you today that they love you, I love you so very much, and I am so glad you're here because I am you and you are me, and the more love that you want to get in your life, you gotta give a whole lot of love away. So sharing that with you. So beautiful, handsome, let's have a great day. One of the key things to really prove and show that you're loving you immensely, and that is to go on a plant-based vegan diet. What do you mean by that, Elon? Well, simply put, ladies and gentlemen, one of the key things, I always get a lot of questions and things of that nature, and a lot of people realize that the smoking is not getting themselves a whole lot of love, that the drinking is not helping or medicating their problems and giving them a whole lot of love. Oh my God, after that hangover, they've got to come back alive, and they feel more sick beforehand. They know that eating hamburgers and hot dogs and fried food and barbecue, later on the body's telling them through antioxidants and through heartburn, oh my God, you're killing me. My goodness, you're not loving me. And so naturally the body will let you know, hey brother, hey sister out there, I need some love right now, and this type of food ain't cutting the mustard. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be the first to tell you, before I got into this whole business of holistic healing, I started at 9 years old. I've been doing it for 41 years. I'm so glad it's a fad now. I'm so glad everybody's talking non-GMO and vegan and raw food and plant-based food, etc. Because when I was young, I got scorned, I got, health nut and all those stereotypical negative connotations about it. You're going to die of something anyway, okay? Now that people's butt is on the line and they're knocking on death's door, and everybody's calling the line saying, how can I save myself? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to teach you to do. Don't get saved, we're teaching you how to save yourself. And one simple way to be able to do that is go on a nice plant-based vegan type of diet, and I promise you, you're giving yourself tons of love when you're eating the natural foods given to you as a gift from God. All those fruits and all those wonderful vegetables that come out of absolutely nowhere. So many states and countries, we can't even name them. We're going to be able to share that with you. So one of the questions that I got from one of our wonderful viewers was, simply put, Elon, how do I become a vegetarian? They're starting off small, and we're going to bless them, every single step of the way. That's how I started out as a vegetarian, because when they told me that when my mom told me that I was going to be a vegetarian, honor thy mother and thy father, I was like, cool, but I'm not giving up my chicken. I didn't know what vegetarian was, being 8 years old, and we transitioned during the course of 9. She kind of hid it from us, and that's another story. But in a nutshell, we're going to I'm going to share with you basic things that you can do to become a vegetarian. One of the key things which I really like, everybody bashes, mainstream society, the SAD diet, the Federal Drug Association and things of that nature. But one of the key things that all of these top organizations have done, and a statistical study has come out, that you need to have your 7 to 14 servings of fruit and vegetables. Okay, look at this wonderful tree. You can pour. Can you imagine that? I just want you to think about that. Most of us go to the grocery store to get our fruit and vegetables. And imagine just being able to grab a fruit or, and then suck on it and just absolutely adore it. Imagine at that particular state. So many of us, if you sit back and think of it, have never ever had the opportunity actually to pull our fruit from a tree and bite into it and enjoy it and eat it. What a dream come true. But that's what we are actually supposed to do. So that's the first thing that I'm going to tell you to do. It's real simple. To become a vegetarian, you probably already are slightly becoming a vegetarian. But the only difference is that you haven't given too much of it prestige and attention. And more importantly, you probably added a lot of meat to go with it. A lot of people made the meat the main course and made the vegetables the side dishes. Well, now what we're going to do a complete opposite. What I'm going to suggest you do as you go along the journey, you know, some people need to take baby steps, and I understand it. To be a vegetarian, what a vegetarian basically means is that you're going to partake in fruit, grains, legumes, seeds, nuts, and vegetables and sprouts, okay? So you're going to partake of those type of foods, and dairy. Dairy, we're talking about cheese, we're talking about milk, we're talking about what are dairy products? I haven't had dairy in so long, I forgot what dairy products are. Yogurt and eggs. I think that's dairy too, okay? So anyway, those are the type of dairy products, okay? So most people will partake of that. I remember when I was vegetarian, I used to love a cheese almond. Oh my God, you know, pancakes and eggs, you know. I used to love scrambled eggs. I used to love sunny side up eggs, etc. And some people say that's protein, etc. So the good part about it is the main thing becoming vegetarian, you want to get rid of, if you can, you know, the fish, fish, that's a lacto-ovo vegetarian, is people who partake of the milk and the cheese and the eggs. And then there's pesco-polar vegetarian, and people partake of fish and also you know, fowl such as chicken and turkey and duck and everybody and things that fly. Poor babies. The next thing that you let's see here, okay, I think I mentioned all the type of vegetarian, and then there's vegetarian, okay? So one of the key things is real simple. What I suggest you do is try to definitely start with like meatless Monday, not having any meat at all. That would be absolutely ducky. And then, you know, just having vegetables. Make a really nice salad. You can have a nice little stir fry, you know, on the side of that, okay, which is not, you know, cooked too much. Get those enzymes in there, keep them alive and well. So have a regular salad and have like steamed, sauteed vegetables, you know, something like that. And you can have it marinated in a really good like tofu type of dish. Today I made my kids their favorite, you know, fried chicken tofu. Tastes like chicken, crispy chicken-ish type of dish, and they absolutely adore it. It's always like to make some, you know, substitutes and things of that nature. And don't worry, we're going to have a great recipe on that on our go over to our vegan raw fitness site, and you can check this out. But since we're here at the Holy Yogi, one of the key things that we're going to really emphasize with you is be patient with yourself. Love, honor, and nurture yourself through the process. There is no criticism. There is no judgment. There is no rigid, you know, strict way of doing it. I mean, there are a lot of people that, you're not a vegan because you're not doing this, or you're not a vegetarian because you're not doing this, etc. Hey, I'm not there at all. You know, when you become fanatical about anything, the key thing about it is fanatical, you become crazy about it. So all things in balance. So we want to honor, we support, and we guide, and we nurture you through the whole process. You know, it's a wonderful road to travel, and it's very difficult because food is what? An addiction. That's why they put all those additives in there and salts and the sugars to have you crave it and want it every single day. So we really truly do understand it's going to take some time for you to make that wonderful adjustment, but an adjustment you can make. I started at 9, and I just gradually went every single step of the way, and sometimes I backslid and sometimes I went forward, etc. And then I found my comfort zone, and that's what you need to do to find yours. The beautiful thing about becoming a vegetarian is you're honoring not only and loving yourself, but you give yourself the honor and love and respect our human nature, our earth, and also all our wonderful animal friends. Okay, so see our other video where I talk about, you know, the benefits of being a vegan, etc., and why I'm a vegan, and why I think I put why our spiritual guru's vegan. The other benefit is going to lighten your body, because you're going to take all that negative energy out your body, and you're going to put all that positive energy, and it's going to make you really light, airy, fairy, and you're going to feel the essence of the divine force inside of you, you know, reaching out, loving you, and then all that vibrational force and frequency gets you up to that good 600 level, you know, of love. And so you're drawn to what you are, and it's like peace, man, and that natural high kicks in, and you know, life is just absolutely beautiful. One of the things, and please check out our previous video where I talk about natural highs. I think I talk about 7 natural highs, and one of those natural highs was having wheatgrass juice, because it's so high in B vitamins and oxygenating our brain that when it kicks in, because unfortunately we're not eating that well, we're not oxygenating with really straight, you know, unadulterated oxygen to the cells of the body, and those great bees that hit it, that when our body's craving it, that we get a little perk of a natural woo, feeling good feeling. Has magnesium, has calcium in there, that's really a relaxant too, so that contributes to that wonderful sensation of good feeling. And that's what I'm here to tell you. You know, when you're around nature, you feel so much, oh, so much closer to God. You feel like the wave of these wonderful, you know, leaves from the tree. You can feel God's essence waving at you and saying, hi, I love you, Elon, and God, you know, I love you too. What's up? So with that in mind, that's what I wanted to share with you. Just some basic, simple tips of just really simple. Have just more fruits. Have just more vegetables in your serving, 4 to 7 servings every day. Have a smoothie once a day. My goodness, it takes about a good 3 or 4 fruits you get in there. Obviously, you can have more fruits and vegetables when you're having smoothie or when you're having vegetable juices than you can have if you eat them. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can do. Go on YouTube, like we have our wonderful, I got some great recipes, you know, shameless plug for Vegan Raw Fitness, and you know, and all these other wonderful vegan and vegan raw folks that are out there that are making great recipes online at YouTube, you know, Facebook, blog it. You know, there's so much wonderful research that's out there. Get some great books. I'm gonna give a shout out to Dick Gregory's classic. Matter of fact, I gotta get a copy because I think someone stole my copy. Dick Gregory wrote a wonderful book. He was a great vegan, great vegetarian. I think Dick fasted for like 200 and some odd days, you know, in honor of, you know, the Vietnam War. But he did, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he just did complete water, but a lot of other previous fasts, he's talked about, you know, doing fruit and vegetable fasts and things of that nature that's very nutritious and delicious for you. So with that in mind, I hope that helps you. The person that contacted me as far as how can they become a vegetarian, just simply put, and try to eat them live. Don't eat box, can, or frozen types of fruits and vegetables. Try to eat them live, and when you do, if you want to saute them a little bit and have a cooked flavor to them, then try to keep it under 115 degrees, because you keep those wonderful enzymes which act as a battery to activate those vitamins and minerals and trace minerals that can make you feel alive and well and give your body the nutrient it needs in order to love itself to some greatness. So I hope that helps you tremendously on how to become a vegetarian. Shop at Whole Foods, get some great tips and advice from other vegetarians. Go to vegetarian societies in various towns and things of that nature that'll help you along the way. But I promise you, you probably are more vegetarian than you give yourself credit for. You know what I mean? So in the morning, have an apple before you start your day. An apple a day truly does keep the doctor away. So with that in mind, I love you, wish you massive success. I'm so glad that you're loving yourself by becoming a vegetarian, a vegan, or raw vegan, because I truly will promise you it'll get you closer to you, which will get you closer to the God inside of you. With that, I honor you. I will see you. Please subscribe to our wonderful channel with some more great news and information to help you find the guru inside of you. Bye-bye for now.